Hello, what's up? Welcome to Planning with Alo. I'm so glad that you're here today. In today's segment, we have yet another journal with me. So, if you haven't checked out my other journal with me videos, I suggest that you do so, please and thank you. But I'm just gonna take it out of its cover and go to the page that is next. And I was feeling very inspired by some birds that were chanting outside of my house that day. So hence the affirma that I'm using. So here's everything that I gathered. Very nature oriented. And here are all of my utensils that I will be using and needing. Here's some greenery that I dried up a bit. And I really wanted to use this vellum packet paper that my niece gave to me. So here I'm just gonna rip the page out and then cut it in half so that I can have a little bit of more space towards the right side so I can put more stuff. And I decided that I also wanted to round the corners of these fold outs for a more softer look. So that's what I'm doing here. By the way, the vellum packet is from a local craft store, and my corner rounder I got at Joann Fabrics a long time ago. So I was really struggling with folding this and pasting it. I don't know why, but that's what you see me doing here over and over. I kept on fixing it, but I finally got it and then I just glued it down. And then I finally mastered it and got it down. So now never mind. I'm not done yet. I told you I was struggling. This shit was annoying me a lot. But I think I get it at some point in my life. Maybe now? Okay. Yay, I got it. Now we can get started. So I took that clip off because it was annoying me as well. I knew that I wanted to use these brown paper bags on the background, but I didn't want them to be so smooth. I really wanted them to have some texture to it. So I crumpled them up and bam, you have texture. So that's a really good technique, and it's definitely one of my favorites to use when I'm journaling. So just making sure I have the right amount of wrinkles. And then here I'm just sizing the bags down to my journal page size. And I love using the ruler because it doesn't give you a perfect, crisp line, but it also doesn't give you a very, oh, you tear that up line. So yeah, here I'm just ready to put it down and arrange however I want my layout to look. And then here I'm deciding whether I want the wording pages or the music pages. I definitely went with the music because like I said, it was inspired by birds singing outside of my house. So chanting, birds, music, duh. And I really loved how the vellum was see-through. But I didn't want it to be so smooth either. So I also ended up crumbling up the vellum once I'm done sizing it down. If I'm being completely honest, although I knew what I wanted the spread to look like, I wasn't too sure of what I wanted to write down on it. So as I thought of what I wanted through the creative process, once I had it all down, I took a good look at what I had created, and then it finally came up. So it ended up being a very assertive and self worth oriented message to myself. But yeah, I just thought that I'd let you guys know that. And I did write it in Spanish because I took a couple of lines from a song that came on while I was doing this. And that's sort of what inspired the whole journaling process. But yes. So, yet another reason why I recommend journaling, because it all comes to you in the moment, and that's okay. You might have an idea a week before you do your journaling, and you're like pre-planning the whole thing and you have it down, or sometimes you don't, and that's totally fine too. I always like to have a type of beverage when I journal. Today was chamomile rose tea, and I just added some lemon wedges and some honey, and it was so delicious. So yeah. Random fact: I like or prefer to use natural lighting when I'm filming. And the day that I was filming this, it was on and off cloudy. It sort of wanted to rain. I'm so glad that it didn't. But I couldn't see, and for the life of me, I could not find my glasses. So here you see me pulling out my little reading lamp. I think this little lamp is so helpful. It is so cool, and I don't remember where it's from, but I'm sure you can find it somewhere like on Amazon or something like that. I do need to change the batteries on it though, because it ends up just like dying on me in the middle of it all. But it gave me all its best that it could, and I thank her for it. Here you see me tapping and tapping because the paper bags have like a wax interior, and so the glue was not really working for it. So I ended up just gluing on the actual music paper, and that seemed to do the job. So yeah, like I was saying, here's my little lamp going off and on. Here I'm just trying to find the right spot for the right item, and I really loved how this tree and bridge landscape ended up looking at the bottom portion of the page. And I played around with the spaces that I had, but I ended up just liking it here. And then I also added a really pretty bird to the top right hand corner. That's way further into the video though. I'm like getting ahead of myself. So I'm doing this voiceover at 1 o'clock in the morning because I posted on Instagram that I would have it up on Saturday. I was really supposed to have it up on Friday, but I had some editing issues. So can we talk about editing in the YouTube world? Like, how in the hell do YouTubers do it? YouTube it, really? YouTube is a lot of work. And although I enjoy doing it most of the time when videos don't get accidentally deleted and stuff, I mean, I really enjoy doing this, and I have the time for it, so why not? But anyways, yeah, that's one of the questions. How do you do it, YouTubers? So remember the greenery that I was trying to incorporate into this spread? At first, I did end up incorporating some of the branches or plants that I dried off, but I ended up going with like a brown little branchy thing, which you'll see in a minute. I was trying to figure out if I wanted that background on this vellum paper, which I didn't. So here's the brown thing, and I don't know what type of plant it is, so don't come at me for that. But I really liked how it looked, and here I'm trying to find something nice to go with it, and I really liked this page, but then I decided not to use it. I liked it because of the pink, because later on I put some pink washi down, like a really light pink. And yay, here's the bird. So fun fact numero dos on this journal with me video: aloe, which is short for alondra, is actually a type of bird, and this little one reminded me a lot of the alondras, although it's not one. If you Google alondra, most likely in the images you're gonna find a cute little fat bird, and I just really like the fact that my name is a type of bird, and I cannot wait to get a tattoo of a bird. I'm working on that. Anyways, getting off topic here. Okay, I'm just talking it up, huh? Here's the pink washi tape that I was talking about, and this I got from Mindful Hookup. And I didn't quite know how to glue down the actual plant, so I just slapped on a bunch of glue, try to accommodate it, and then I put a strip of washi so that it doesn't come off, and that worked out good. But yeah, I wasn't able to put the rest of the greenery. I did use one in this little flap back portion, but I didn't put the green because I didn't think that it matched very well. Here I'm just deciding where I want my bird to go, and then here I'm just twirling the little plant away because I really wanted to use it and I couldn't think of where to put it. I did use these flowers, not on this page. I ended up putting it on the back of the brown plant, and you'll see in a minute. And then here's a little label that I made that says happiness is handmade, and I just thought that the label was very fitting to the message behind this spread and to the actual spread. And of course, I had to use a wax seal because I've been completely obsessed, and you get to play with fire. Anyways, so this one came out not so pretty, but that's okay. I've been practicing a lot, and I'm gonna get it right. So here's a close-up of it so that you could see. I feel like every wax seal comes out different every time, and that is its uniqueness. So here I'm just gonna cut out the framing part of this label, and I'm gonna use it for my little brown plant because I thought that it looked so pretty. I did end up stapling the frame because it kept on unsticking, and the staples were barely visible. They didn't bother me anyways. And then here I'm just all ready to write down what I had to say, and I'm using a Pilot .38 mm in gel ink, but it kept running out on me, so I switched to my paper ink, or Paper Mate Ink Joy in .5. And that is all for today's spread. Here is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next one. Bye.